T.R.O.Y, They Reminisce Over You versus Full Clip. Ironically,
Full Clip. That's too.
I'm gonna tell you why. When I look at the stat numbers specifically on Spotify, these are the two most played records from each group. They both, if we're doing like musical trivia, like I like to, they're both rest in peace records. Long story short, when it comes to today's version of what gets played the most, there's an actual database. And according to the database, the most played Gangstar clip on Spotify to this day is Full Clip, and to date on P-Rock and Smooth, it's They Reminisce Over You.
I'm shocked.
Over above the clouds, or
definitely go look it up.
I mean, just DWYCK.
DWYCK is a great record. It's apparently not the most played record on Spotify.
Wow. Okay. I you put me in my place.
No. I love this potential for discussion. Let's bring it up. So Full Clip at a full 90 million streams. Work at a 68 million streams.
Okay.
Above the Clouds is number 3. Mass Appeal number 4. Moment of Truth number 5. We can keep going, but that's just to give you.
Wow, that's random though. Yeah.
Again, this is strictly Spotify. Okay. They Reminisce Over You at 48 million. So again, Full Clip gets more play than They Reminisce Over You.
What?
A large amount. It's like 90
really?
48 million.
Really? Wow.
Reminisce Over You number 1. Straight up.
You sure Vegas to fix these numbers, bro?
Yeah. This is like some barstool voting.
This is some Vegas shit right here.
Wow. I have to admit, I am confounded by the information you have just put in front of me.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't know.
I think we gotta ask Ralph McDaniels.
Somebody got clear. They Reminisce Over You, Straighten It Out, For Pete's Sake, Lots of Lovin', and The Basement.
Wait, say that again to me, Jules, one time. I'm sorry. Say that again.
Reminisce Over You at 48 million streams. Straighten It Out at 7 million streams.
Okay.
For Pete's Sake. Do we know this record?
I know. I mean, I know.
I can't call the beat out in my head, bro.
I know it. Bust the way I flip it. Then lock the boots.
Okay.
No, that's the intro though. That's not the song. That's the intro.
Well, apparently, maybe because it plays by accident, like when you're playing Spotify, it's at 1.4 million.
Yeah, that's the intro. That's not even the song.
Lots of Lovin' is at 1.9 million.
Okay.
The Basement featuring Heavy D and the rest of the guys.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Full Clip, if I'm not mistaken, I want to go back just to be sure. Full Clip was at 90 million streams.
You know what? Now that I think about it, it's possible only because over the P-Rock and Smooth songs, because Gangstar has had a longer career. It's the only reason I could give credence to the numbers.
That's a huge discrepancy.
It is though. No, I agree. I totally agree with you.
Well, peep game. So here we go. So again, it sounds like you guys are firm in your brain and your decisions. Let's talk about it. We're talking about numbers that are totally like dominating on one side, yet you guys feel very strongly about the other record that's not getting that kind of number. So let's talk about it. Secondly, what's the chat we're talking about? I see some activity. Shout out to DJ Sensor in the motherfucking building. DJ Sen, what up? He said T.R.O.Y is probably his all-time favorite record, but can't really listen to it because I played it so much.
Yeah.
And the song became kind of too popular as the classic hip-hop track. I'm lying, he didn't put the fingers. Malcontent, okay, if that's the songs we're comparing, then Trouble T.R.O.Y, but, you know, Gangstar got way doper joints. Subjective. Check the Technique, DWYCK.
Right.
You know my steez. I'm the man. Who's gonna take the weight? Manifest. I love Manifest. So again, strong claims, but you know what, Malcontent? We're not talking about these records. Talking about They Reminisce Over You versus Full Clip. Now, I can respect all the other records you brought up, but again, I'm sort of refereeing the situation. I gotta control the room. We can't get ahead of ourselves. We can't talk about records like the words that I manifest when it's not in the subject matter at the moment. So we're gonna stick to the script.
Big L, rest in peace.
This shit screams hip hop. This is the kind of record I would play for somebody who goes, play me a hip hop record.
One of my favorites.
Woo-wee.
One of my favorites.
Classic Primo sound.
Absolutely.
Classic Primo intro. Classic Primo drums. Everything classic Gangstar. Like I said, I never heard of Gangstar. What's a good record listed as Full Clip record?
You said that had to do with death?
Big L, rest in peace.
That's it.
They started the record.
But the whole reminiscence is all about You know,
Not the whole thing.
No, we can talk semantics. We can talk semantics.
Reminisce Over You isn't all about death.
It really isn't. We're talking about Portuguese lovers. Apparently, CL was getting in with the older chicks.
Yeah, you're right.
And putting all his mama's dirt out there.
And talking about grandpa getting drunk.
And his uncles were, his dad, everybody caught like the fucking bus.
I run my own business like my Aunt Joyce.
That being said, I choose Reminisce over Full Clip.
Oh shit! Okay, look at that. I didn't even get Scan's answer. Scan, did you answer?
Oh, yeah, he just said, "Fuck you, Scan."
Oh,
nobody cares. No, you're mad. Triple C said, "Fuck you." Triple C will go with your answer. You said, "What is it? Full Clip?" No, you said Reminisce Over You.
I felt like it's more paying tribute. Troy.
One verse does. That's it.
Yeah.
Just like one bar does in Gangstar.
Yeah.
I think it has more to do with the feeling, if anything.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, it felt like
again, is the feeling your reason? Again, I'm just
talking
shit.
It feels like the Wonder Years.
The Wonder Years.
Yeah. I'm not mad at that. Can you break?
All right, I like that. I like that.
I like this too.
Like you said, he put his mom's business on blast. You know, he was a youngin. He saw stuff.
You liked the family angle aspect of like you can relate to another.
The pain.
His uncle had the latest.
Oh, yeah. Better believe he had the latest. Fair enough. All right, so Scan, back to you. Before you were rudely cut off by.
Well done, man.
Yeah, no. I'm actually gonna agree with Trip, man. I'm going with Troy, man. I feel that although again I love Full Clip, again one of my favorite Gangstar songs, but in respect to the question, I think Troy. It's what I call a forever hip hop record. It's a timeless classic. It's something that I could see one day that when people are quoting stuff not quoting, but stuff is in the Smithsonian and all these upper institutions are not saying that that's the end all be all per se, right? But I could see that record getting that kind of praise in the future later on down the road.
Does Gangstar have a record like that? To the description that you're talking about? What is the record, like you said, because I mean, to say that Gangstar won't appear in that same, let's call it Smithsonian record bin, right?
Right.
What's the record? What's the record that shows up in the Gangstar section?
I picked DWYCK.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I would pick DWYCK too.
Wow, over Full Clip. Okay.
Yeah, I picked DWYCK.
Wow, that's interesting. You guys feel the same way, Trip and Breeze, or no?
What was the other joint they had?
Which one?
I know it.
What album?
Boom, boom, boom.
Mass Appeal.
Boom, boom, boom. I think it was a Mass Appeal.
Money's growing like grass with the mass.
No, it's not Mass Appeal. It's the one. It looks sort of like futuristic.
Oh, You Know My Steez.
Yeah, You Know My Steez. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a classic. Another banger.
You Know My Steez.
That's a classic. That the chops, everything is.
So Trip, what would you pick? Would you pick a better Gangstar song?
Maybe My Bay of Truth.
You Know My Steez.
I really sweat Full Clip, but fair enough. And so we're gonna move on. So
Full Clip is that shit though. That's that shit.
But it's not your shit. So
yeah.
But it's not yours.
It's not your shit. So Trip and Scan have put their votes in. Cool Breeze and DJ Hobo. How are y'all feeling? Who wants to go first?
I'm gonna go with Uncle Sterling had the latest, man. He did, man.
I had an uncle like that. I had the latest, bro.
Had the latest?
Me too.
It's so interesting.
Uncle Mac? Uncle Mac?
Nah, not Uncle Mac.
It's really fun and interesting to me to see, like I said, guys that pick a team in the beginning and then they vote the opposite
It's
direction.
your questions, man.
I'm not making fun of you or questioning your votes.
Clearly feels a way about your question.
I'm merely posting up that I love that people can, that you're not like, no matter, like, you know, like our team, you know, it's like, no, you actually take for value the question and go, okay, this time I would pick, you know, again, and that's what this game is about. It's about like, yo, give it up. Don't be foolish. Give it up for real. Like if you're a real hip hop head, you feel the following way. So sometimes you think you stand by a certain team, and it's like, well, prove it. And here we are. Right. So that's Cool Breeze putting his vote down for CL Smooth and P-Rock and CL Smooth. They Reminisce Over You. Hobo, how you feeling? What are you talking about? Is it Full Clip for you, or is it They Reminisce Over You as well?
So, peace to DJ Sensor. Similarly to him, I'm kind of tired of Troy. So I'm going to also go with Full Clip. Full Clip is a banger. And I know it doesn't
rocks any fucking where.
I know it doesn't get party play in the commercial sector of life. I would play Full Clip.
Yeah, of course.
I was gonna say in the party world of hip hop, like where you can get away with playing records like that is a party record.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I agree.
For and again, we're not dancing, but for us hip hoppers in a room where we're listening loud, it's definitely this is our version of dance. Like everybody's definitely doing that. Everybody's definitely like.
Well, listen.
Yeah, I'm going with Full Clip, man.
You can run your own business like your Aunt Joyce.
I could also be out in front of Big Lou's fighting in the street, but
it's a problem. It's a problem.
Bobby laugh all night about the hookers at the party.
Yeah.
Right. Laugh all night about the hookers at the party. But no.
Wrapping up round number 2 over here. It looks like when we're talking about P-Rock and Smooth versus Gang Starr, the question was posed, which was the better record? We talked about T.R.O.Y, They Reminisce Over You versus Gang Starr's Full Clip. And it looks like this round, again, goes to P-Rock and CL Smooth. So P-Rock is on the board, right? Team Gang Starr needs to get it together and get their team on board, but we'll see what happens. Again, this is merely the way the game is played. Ain't nobody judges. It just looks like the better group is talking more shit right now.
Wow.